So here we are. We've made it to the final part of Life is Strange True Colours. It's been like a few minutes since I finished the last episode, but I mean it was only an hour long, so we're going in again for the last part, and then I'll make all my feelings clear. So far, that last episode was good. It was probably my favourite, most consistent episode, but it was also really short, as I say. But stuff actually started getting going, so that's why I like it. But let's carry on. Side B, Chapter 5. Chapter 1 was called Side A. So let's see what's going on with this. So we're falling after getting shot by Mr. Jedediah, or whatever his name is.
Welcome back, Alex.
Oh, this is the before the game started.
Do you want to talk about your time in Colorado? Let's start with something positive. What did you learn from your visit to Haven Springs?
Why are we back? I'm not gonna lie. Not to be afraid of my emotions, I guess, is the right answer. I will choose that.
I learned to let myself feel, I guess. And to not be afraid of those feelings.
Couldn't one argue that those old fears turned out to be justified? What do you make of that friction?
Oh. Oh.
I suppose I'm proud of you for trying. You helped some people. Chased a mystery. Got to kiss a pretty girl. But Alex, you're right back where you started.
Oh.
You're wrong.
Run.
I don't belong in here.
If that were true, Alex, you'd know you were talking to an empty chair.
Which I am.
What the fuck?
Bro, flashing lights
I
warning.
guess that's me.
Incredibly oblivious.
Case
Wait,
number
bro.
53.
Did it not say that before the game? Incredibly warning for that. Guess number Alexandra Alex Chen, 21, female. Emotional instability, occasional violent outbursts, hallucinations. Delusional ideation, depression, anxiety.
Thrown down a... What?
Alex has a detailed and robust delusion that she's able to read other people's emotional states and believes that because of this ability she is uniquely equipped to help others overcome their own emotional trauma. It's difficult to overlook the irony of someone as profoundly dysfunctional as Alex adopting the role of emotional caretaker. Had she not returned to my care, I do not think it hyperbolic to speculate that her reckless attempts at fixing her friends and family would eventually have gotten someone hurt. It's my belief that Alex's delusions constitute a threat to her continued well-being, as well as those of others. As such, I recommend Alex be thrown down an endless pit, her body shattered against each jutting board and errand brick, until she is forgotten in the darkness beneath the world. This is, in my professional opinion, the most humane thing we can do for her. Well, that's what's currently actually happening in this dream sequence, I'm assuming. Guitar case?
Hey, my guitar. Knock, knock.
Poster. That's changed to me. Interesting. Family photos. The family photos, they're also of me. Tape recorder.
Years ago, I made a mistake. The kind of thing that you can't undo.
That's what Jed just said to me before he lobbed me.
You know that I care about you. With everything that has happened, I just want what's best for you.
So we're in like a proper sequence now.
Of course.
No handle. Let me guess, room has changed? Room hasn't changed. Don't know handle though. Family photo. Tape recorder. Poster. Yeah, it's turning to me. With that Cooper Black font. What is it, one Cooper Black font and the rest are not?
Is that what I look like? Really?
No, that's weird. Why is Scared in Cooper Black font? Who did that? I don't like that. Put Scared in Cooper Black font. All the rest of them in like serif. That hurts my head as a graphic designer. That dog looks demonic, I'm not gonna lie. We've seen that. We've looked at the tape recorder. Look at the family photos.
These don't belong to Dr. Lin.
Yeah, they don't.
A tuning peg.
Tuning peg. Phone. Like all the recent excitement, now is a good time to remind Helping Hands residents that impulses to leave our institution, well, understandable, are best resisted. Remember, our outside world is sharp-toothed and possessed of an insatiable hunger. And you are soft and slow and appetizing. Why throw yourself into its mouth? Throw yourself instead into mine. Oh, there's more.
How did I even get back here?
Chime. Election. Back in Helping Hands. Should I knock on the case then? This is going to be like a door to another world. Who's there? Me.
Alex Chen? My guitar case has never heard of me. Sure.
Yeah, sure, yeah, just open it then.
Huh.
Needs a code. Oh, I have a case number, don't know, it's gonna be that. I don't have a case number. Take the family photos. Take the back of the tuning peg. Take the real tuning peg out of the tuning peg. Yeah, exactly. What? Why would I expect anything less? The time? Nah, because the time isn't that amount of numbers. I'm not playing the tape recorder again. No diagnosis.
Alex, you know that I care about you. With everything that has happened, I just want what's best for you.
Right, so I do need to find a code somewhere.
Is that what I look like? Really?
How are you feeling today? I'm trying to be too big brain with it.
Not getting out that way. These don't belong to Dr. Lin.
Oh, is it on the outside? Am I stupid? You don't look on the outside of these things. 5 3322. Use the tuning peg on the guitar. Because you need to tune that string, right? The G string. No wait, no, the A string. I'm stupid. G is like at the top. G is the middle one further from you. Play it then, fine. That's the only thing I can do. But I'm gonna play it. A single chord. Oh, what's happened? What have I done? What have I done? Oh, because I'm actually, yeah, because I'm actually down here.
Oh,
I've managed to land on that. Incredible. Pike will still be after them. Oh, will still be after them anyway. So if I do, I mean, like, yeah, banned, but like. Okay, even more of a fall. So I'm gonna go in another dreamland, I'm assuming.
Alex,
You?
Gabe? You're dead.
so? Lots of people are dead, Alex. Most people.
Where are we?
I want to say a hospital?
Dr. Mendez to intensive care? Dr. Mendez to intensive care.
Yep, definitely a hospital.
Gabe.
Okay, here's what I do know. You are 10, I am 14. Our mother is sick. So is our father. But it's a different kind of sickness. Play your part.
Ow! Gabe, why?
I didn't do anything.
Stop.
Both of you,
Dad.
behave.
All the parents. This is the introduction. This late, episode 5.
Alex, go check on your mother.
Okay. She was right over there, waiting for me.
Gabe, Alex, I need you to listen very carefully. We got some scary news today, and I'm going to be spending some time at the hospital.
What? Mom? Are you okay?
Hush now. It's going to be okay. Do you understand me? Things will be different for a little while, but I am going to be okay.
Okay, well, let me see if that's true. overnight bag tissue.
Hi, Mom. Mom. Mom.
Such a brave girl. How do you ever get so brave?
Is that how it went? You don't think you missed anything?
Bro's trying to make me remember things.
Ow! Gabe, why?
I didn't do anything.
Stop.
Both of you,
Dad.
behave. Alex, go check on your mother.
Okay.
Different camera angle. What did I miss?
Wait. Did I miss something? She knew. Even then, she knew. No matter how much Mom drank, her throat was always dry. We couldn't afford a private room. Just got lucky, I guess. We spent so much time in here that I basically memorized every. Gabe told me it was full of needles. Scared me to death. It was always too hot in this room.
Alright. What is different? I played 50 floors the other day, mate.
How many nights did Dad spend in this room? Sleeping in an uncomfortable chair and eating vending machine dinners. There's something so weird and scary about watching your dad cry. Mom, what am I missing? What did we talk about? Hi, Mom. Mom. Mom.
Water, Alex. Get her some water.
With some haste to it, please. The water. It's over here, actually. What am I doing?
Thank you. You almost never cried, even when you were very small. Did you know that? That's been my biggest challenge with you. How do you take care of someone who is already so strong? No tears, my strong girl. I want you to make me a promise. Your brother, your father, they are going to need you. You have to be strong.
Ooh.
Will you do that? Alex. Such a brave girl. How do you ever get so brave?
Bro, I projected the aura of sadness this time. Ooh, what's this? Hmm. Bro, we stood
Was that the last time you talked to her? Mom,
I think so.
do you miss her?
Gabe, what's going on?
You're 11, I'm almost 15. Dad and I are time bombs. You keep running back and forth, trying to defuse us both.
Hmm.
This is going to suck so bad. Play your part.
He wants me to play my part again.
There was only ever one thing to do when they got like this. Drown them out, and
So that's the actual part. But why is it playing that Stan? She's gone cold, yeah, I knew it, but it's it's not the it's not actually Stan though, is it? It's just the Dido one. Forgot what it's called.
And I can't see it all. And even if I could, it'll all be great. Put your picture on my wall.
Alex?
It reminds me
Well, there goes my like audio for this section.
not so bad.
This loop.
It's okay, it's just me. But you know that's not how it
They're
went
good.
down, right?
You played it out loud? No. Intervened? Then again, are you outside? Like, what?
It was
Because
my
that,
job.
that
to
seems
keep
like a
the
main
peace.
door.
But no matter what I did,
Ah.
Where you going? Are you gonna tell her? Or is that my job?
Keep your voice down.
Fine, I'll do it. Alex, Dad lost his job again. So we're broke. Again.
Don't talk to me that way. Despite what you may believe, you do not know everything. You think what? I laid myself off?
it's okay. We'll figure it out. I could,
I don't know, Dad. But what are we supposed to do now? We gotta eat.
we can sell some records. Or what about my guitar? We can sell that.
Alex, what is it gonna take to get you to stop defending him?
If your mother could see you now.
I don't wanna hear about Mom.
Babe!
I'm so tired of you using her as an excuse to be a piece of shit. Don't fucking touch me, piece of shit.
Dad.
They got the action?
Damn it, Alex.
I'm okay. It's okay. It was an accident.
Alex, I didn't.
Dad, it's okay. Really, I'm not hurt.
Really smiling through the curtain here, Alex.
I can't do this.
Dad?
Someone will come. That woman from CPS. Someone.
Nah!
Dad!
I'm sorry.
No. Dad!
You're only proving Gabe right, man, with this. This does not work as well with like using the adult models of like these characters. Like that's not, you know what I mean? Like that's not what the doesn't sell the scene of it. Where am I now? Return to sender. That's letters to him that he's returned.
Hey, can I ask you a question? Which orphanage is this? The one in Grant Park?
How's you not?
Kinda thought it'd be nicer.
I can't do this, okay? I can't.
You need to.
No.
You need to be honest about what you see.
I was. I have. And now I'm done.
Almost. But not yet. You were 12, I am 16. I steal a car and end up in juvie.
Gabe, come on.
Then you're 13, 14, 15. Orphanages, group homes. musty rooms in the strange houses of foster parents. By the time you're 17, you've seen them all. Somewhere along the line, you start to feel things. Your own emotions don't belong to you. You have nothing. No one. You are alone.
I don't want this.
Alex,
Why is the like
What are you
FNAF
for?
box that was such like a big thing for so many years though? Can't even remember what was in it.
Play my part.
I remember it used to be a big thing though. I don't need to know the emotions of my guitar strings, but I want the achievement. Thank you.
I don't understand. Why can't I have my guitar?
We've been over this, Alex. Your guitar stays in the rec room. You can play it during free time.
That's bullshit. I don't need it in the fucking rec room. I need it when I'm stuck in the fucking dorms.
Alex, that's enough. Maybe we'll just take away your guitar privileges entirely, if that's what you prefer.
You can't.
Let's play that music again. Music. What? Oh, these are people like, oh, I'll adopt this person or not. I see.
She's been through so much. I just don't know if we're prepared for a troubled girl.
Scared.
It says here she's sensitive. What does that mean?
I wonder why she's never found a home before.
Why is she angry about that?
I'm sure she's a sweet girl, but she's not for us.
She's awfully old, isn't she?
This is the kid that's been in all those fights, right?
I want to help. I really do, but there's just something
Off
broken. Wrong.
With her.
Did this actually happen? Wait a minute. You can't blame me. I just screamed exactly at the resonant frequency of the glass. How was I to know?
Why?
You need to see it.
See what? That nobody picked me?
Nobody picked you.
That is that I suppose. Okay.
Nobody picked you. Nobody wanted you. Mom died. Dad left. I bailed. You couldn't keep us together.
It was my job to keep it.
You were 11 years old. You were 11 years old. You were a kid, Alex.
Someone was saying that it was her. Oh.
People leave. Life gets hard. Sometimes it's a big shit sandwich. Make it better.
And I started this series. Well, was it even this series?
Be angry at Dad. Miss Mom. Hell, be angry at me.
No, I didn't start this series
Don't
with
give
what
up.
I think it was.
No one gets to tell you what you're worth. And no one can take your life away. Fight.
I'm not sure I...
You have a gift. It's something you don't even understand. You can change the world.
That's what I've been saying. Start using your power on more things. Better, more good.
Now get up.
Get up.
What?
Get up and fight.
From the bottom of the mine.
Oh. Oh.
The spring moonlight shining on your face as you awaken from a fall from grace. Jed Lucan has shot you in your face. But actually he's not. He shot you on the side of your arm. Convenient lantern at the bottom of the well. Very likely you can't see it. But you can. Telephone lost, no. Nobody you can ring. But at least the matches you got from Gabriel are still completely unsnapped. Time to limp over to the lantern. To get up and light it. I'd be surprised if it even works. If we need to move, you're gonna have to unbreak your leg. It may be grotesque, but you're using the match. Okay, good, you're using the match. To light the lantern. And light the path ahead. And light the path ahead. As I walk into the
I've got to
pitch
find a
black
way out of here.
of a mine. Of a mine. There's been a mine collapse. I mean, someone probably already blew it up in the start of the game, because we found that out. But then again, I was able to get down here in the first place. The tunnel's blocked off.
Mines growing into mines, just like Jed said.
But would you trust anything says anymore? Dead rats?
I'm gonna choose not to read anything into this.
I mean, it just died because it was down here. It wouldn't sign.
I
right
could
down
almost
here.
laugh if it wouldn't hurt so much.
Then there's a
How
big
long
axe
has
right
this
down
stuff
here.
been down here?
Well, it's rusted. Rust is good. It means there's somewhat a bit of oxygen getting down here. Right, time to like relearn what actually happened here. And be surprised as a new player, because I actually can't remember. I mean, it was a collapse, we know that, but what made Jed so?
Oh, no, 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 come on, no, 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 no. I can do this. I can do this.
You can do this, what? Okay. The tiniest bit of light.
Okay, that's
Because
something.
I see, we're using the power to get light. Interesting. So I just wasted Gibbs' match anyway.
That aura is the only lead I've got.
It's on some deep down, depth, dark, and evil, deep depths. going on down in the evil deep depth.
All right, boys, getting close.
Helldivers for life, huh, Jed?
Dig so deep, we see where the devil sleeps.
Goddamn right.
This is it. This is what Typhon tried to bury.
A lot of runoff moisture in this soil. Jed, we gotta call it. This dig is fucked.
Nothing's fucked.
Jed, we got no pumps running. No.
My teams have never quit a dig this deep before. We finish the job.
So he's the one making the call.
Steady goes. Steady.
Fuck was...
Move! Come on! Clear the tunnel! Who's on radio?
Jed!
Fuck!
Jed! Jed!
Oh my god.
We gotta move! Now! There's still men back there. They'll drown.
Yeah, and so will we if we don't get the fuck out! Make the call, Jed!
God damn it! God damn it! Everyone, let's go! Now!
Smells like fireworks. Must be where Typhon blew the charges.
The soul thing. Ooh, is that actually? Ooh.
Dad.
Was he here?
Dad! Come back!
He
Dad,
actually
you son
was.
of a bitch!
I completely must have forgot this.
Chen, you gotta stop, man.
And that's why.
Dad! Fuck you, Chen!
And that's
Come
why.
back!
And that's why it was a big thing for
It's
Gabe
over,
not to
Chen.
know.
He's not coming back.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
That's big. That is a big twist. Evidently forgettable one. But still. Interesting. Also, how did you get out? I thought it was all locked up. I'm surprised hospital attention doesn't seem to be immediately needed for the the grave injury you've just actually sustained. Still gonna have to walk all the way down now, to be fair. Because I think it's a jet. But he didn't, he left so many people behind. Was there not counts or anything, or was it just that he made calls to abandon people instead of... That's insane, that. Captain goes down with the ship and all that.
And
Atlantic
during my
Clause
time
Council
here,
meeting.
I've come to
Anyoria.
realize what makes Haven so special.
You're not even part of the council.
It's a flower shop run by multiple generations. A bar owner who greets every customer by name. It's a spring festival tradition going
Okay, I don't know if he's still
100
actually
years.
Typhon right now. But still.
History, loyalty, pride. These values which define Haven are the same values that Typhon was built on. And that is why our partnership has been so successful.
I told you. I said, take the beanie off. You
Yes,
listened.
It's been my privilege to renew Typhon's commitment to Haven.
Oh my god.
We believe in this community, and we're tremendously excited
oh
for
my god.
its future.
Oh my god. I better burst in like sometime
Thank
in
you,
the next
Diane.
5 minutes.
I think I speak for all of us when I say we're eager to make this official. So, time to vote, folks. And then lunch.
The demeanor on Mr. Jed. The demeanor. The face. A man who's been God.
Alex! Oh my god!
I'm fine.
You are not fine. We have to get you to a doctor.
What happened to you?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
I found out
don't.
something you need to
It'd
hear.
definitely be hard to hear for Mr. Ryan
sorry.
here.
What?
Alex, you're hurt.
Let me speak. Let me speak.
Do you need help? We can call an
Big
ambulance.
Typhon's been lying to all of you. And so has Jed Lucan.
Alex, what's going on?
Going.
Fuck you.
Go in with the. You might want to leave.
What the hell happened?
I was down in the mine last night. I saw what Typhon's been hiding for 12 years. Jed Lucan isn't a hero. That whole story is a lie. Jed caused the accident.
He
and then
caused it.
he
and
abandoned 7 of his men. He let them drown to save himself. There were pictures of me and Gabe down there in the dirt. Because one of those miners was my father. Typhon wanted to keep this covered up in case it jeopardized the vote.
They're afraid. Bring it in.
Everyone at that company is scared to death.
Bring it in.
All they do is protect themselves.
Bring it in. Bring it in.
So they decided to bury the evidence.
Bring it in.
And nothing was going to stop that blast. Not even the fact that there were 4 people up in the mountains. That's how Gabe was killed. Jed knew all along. He covered up the truth about the past, about Gabe. And when I found out, as you can see, he tried to kill me too.
Bring it in. Reginald McAllister III. Pike knows. Pike knows.
Why aren't any of you saying anything?
We don't want to embarrass you, Alex.
Oh, shut.
I wasn't asking you.
Did ask.
The things you've said obligate me to at least address them. These accusations are, well, they're insane. And trying to go into the mine was obviously a very dangerous, very illegal thing to do. But we all sympathize with your situation.
Diane.
You've been through
Diane,
so
I'm
much.
gonna take Jed's,
Your brother was your only
Jed's
family,
handgun
wasn't he?
that he just used on me.
I can only imagine how
I'm
much
just
you want an
reverse it.
explanation for his loss. Something to give you comfort and
Diane, please jump
make
in
your
the river.
life seem
Please.
less unfair.
Please. There is a mountain up there. There's a river there. There's a lake. There's all these different things. Oh, come on. I'm not going into the
You
in
know
the
there's
sympathetic
proof of
route.
the cover-up.
Come on, man.
You had
No.
Pike arrest me to suppress
No.
the evidence.
Officer Pike arrested you for stealing items from my purse. Perhaps you were looking
he's
for
gonna be
evidence.
on my
And I
side now.
found
Come
it. Which is why you and Jed tried to threaten me into silence.
Dad? Do you have any idea what Alex is talking
on.
about?
Of course, gonna say no.
No. I don't.
Lying to your own son. That's my...
I've tried to be there for Alex since Gabe died. I thought, I don't know, I hoped I could be something of a father figure to her.
You killed... Okay, I was going to say you killed the actual...
All I can guess is, sometimes when we're hurting, the people we lash out at are the ones who are trying to help.
It's been a month. Okay, it's been a month. Do you really think I would have done this now? And how do you think I got myself so hurt?
You tried to kill me. How can you stand there and say these things?
Alex.
You're a monster. Please. I know this is hard to accept. You all trust him. I did too, but I'm telling the truth.
I believe you. Of course I do.
Pike, you're the next one.
I would like to speak.
Okay.
I've known Jed a very, very long time. And, Miss Jen? Alex? I'm realizing I don't quite know you as well as I thought. Some allowances must, of course, be made given your injuries and resultant confusion. But nonetheless, it saddens me to hear you make these terrible and incredible accusations against my friend.
Ducky, that's enough.
It doesn't me to have to
Don't
make
let him
them.
make you feel bad, sweetheart. No one here thinks you're a bad person. You know our mind can play tricks on us. None of it is your fault. It's so hard to admit you need help. But it's always better in the end. We're all worried about you. Let us help you.
Stop trying to gaslight me. It's not going to work. Bring it in! Bring it in.
Charlotte.
Oh, I removed her entirely. Its existence.
Leave me alone. I don't want any more of this.
They killed Gabe.
What are you trying to do? Take down Typhon? I won't
This
bring
guy,
him back.
Pike, needs to step up.
All I know is everything falls to shit when you're involved.
Oh my god, man. You'll have to die, Jan.
There's something wrong with you, Alex. And now there's something wrong with me.
Okay, I'm after you then? What?
I can't help you. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, Ethan's getting thrown in the leg. Next time I see him. When he returns. Pike.
Don't worry, Alex. I got this.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I have a USB stick full of recordings.
Yeah.
Yes, we went through this yesterday.
No, but you've been going through
Your
it since you...
superiors closed the case. None of us have time for conspiracies.
Yeah. You're trying to weasel your way out of things again.
If I hadn't done that, it would
I
be
know your
sort
game.
over. This
I know
scene
it
would have
is.
been
Test
sort
me,
over if
Jason.
I didn't do that last time. Don't test it.
You know what? I'm not scared of you anymore.
Oh, best choice I made.
And not of you.
Incredible choice.
Not Typhon.
All right, that's enough.
Deputy Pike, do you have some kind of personal issue with me?
Like hell I do.
Jason. Well, given that your judgment in this matter is emotionally compromised, you should probably remove yourself from...
Cut the crap. If you think you could shut me up with it.
It concerns me that a voting member of this council has openly admitted to
Ryan.
a personal bias.
Will you back up what I'm saying?
I don't believe this. Ridiculous.
Please.
Why are you doing this?
I wouldn't be doing it for no reason.
My dad is not a murderer.
It's hard
Were you
to
afraid we couldn't get Typhon? Is that why you need someone else to blame? I thought we were in this together. For Gabe.
You know I can... Steph.
Ryan.
No. I'm not gonna let you do that to me anymore.
Ryan, what the hell? I know he's your dad, but look at her. Why would she lie about this?
It's going too far.
Alex almost died.
It's not true.
Denial.
Fuck you,
First-
Ryan.
first phase.
After everything? Seriously, fuck you!
Stop.
What's he here for? Okay, so now we got the lights. Turn those lights off. Get those lights off. 1-to-1.
I know why you tried to kill me. It's not what you tell yourself. That you thought it was best for Haven. This was never about Haven at all, was it? This was about you. I know it's easier, not having to think about the men you buried. You want to look away and pretend the people you hurt aren't people. But I won't let you. My father worked for you. His name was John.
I'm not gonna lie. Y is the best option because he's neither B or X, but I want to say one of them. But Y is a better option.
He made a lot of mistakes.
Not as
He
big as yours.
wasn't a good father.
Not as big as Jed's mistake. Been good.
I think he came here trying to be better. But you killed him. And then Gabe, my big brother.
I'm not saying building a family after what Charlie's just said. I don't want to. I'm not giving her that bait. Come on.
You know, when we were kids, we goofed around to escape. To pretend everything was better for a little while. When I got to Haven, the first thing we did was dance around like total dorks. And it wasn't an escape from anything. He was happy for the first time in his life. But he died.
Snuffed out in his prime.
Because of you.
Man. In his prime.
And then there's me.
Let's just say.
So many years I just wanted to survive.
Bring it in!
To get through. They even changed me. I started to think about the future.
Ooh. This is leaning into Steph, which is the future that I'm thinking of right now.
Playing on stage yesterday was one of the best moments I can remember. Gabe knew that about me. He knew that if I could just play, just let myself love something, then one day I could be happy. And you tried to murder me. You would have ended my life just so you wouldn't have to face the
This
truth.
is getting Ryan. I'm telling you, it's getting Ryan on our side right now. Look. I mean, he's getting. It looks like he's getting him on our side. It's working that well. Diane, lost cause. Phone face down in the water.
You've forgotten it. Haven't you?
Forgotten it is mad. Forgotten it.
You've plastered over it with another story.
That is mad. Forgotten it. The story that you're a hero.
You tell yourself you're a hero, a strong leader. Sometimes that means making hard choices, decisions that could lead to people dying. Few men could handle that. Haven's lucky to have you. But that's the lie. If you scrape it away, what do we see?
A coward.
11 years ago, you led a group of men to their deaths. And you couldn't even say those words out loud. Because you're a coward.
I get it.
You couldn't imagine saying it to your wife. Saying it in front of your son. Every day you were brave enough to go underground and look death in the eye. But you couldn't muster the courage to admit a mistake. I can feel you trying to pull away. Don't.
Staying in his head. Right in his head.
The truth hurts. Sometimes it's so awful you think you're gonna break.
But we're so
But
lost
when you
in the
come out the
source.
other side, and you're whole
That reading his
and
mind never
free
actually
and
found this
still
out.
alive, then you'll finally know how strong you really are. I see the truth about you.
Why I got red eyes? That's it. Maddening.
You hate yourself. You hate what you did in the past. You hate what you've done to keep it secret. And the more you deny that hatred, the
Am I
worse
saying
it
this out
grows.
loud, or am I just in his head, like, completely? Nah.
I know who you are. I've seen the worst parts of you.
Oh. I reckon Forgive is going to end up doing better. Because here's the way I see it, right? Here's the way I see it. I'm gonna go over each. Forgiving is a bit mad, because that would be 7 deaths. Or whatever it is. Me, perhaps, the injuries that I'm feeling right now. But at the same time, as I've been saying earlier in the game, including my own father, mind. But as I said earlier in the game, out of all the characters who are the secret bad guy, he's the best person with the actual like agenda that they go through. If this would have carried on, he would have enlightened so many more lives than Severin. Let's put it that way. But I can only forgive him if I know that he's going to change once I do it. Condemn makes more sense, but I feel like it's going to keep raying off my side. I'm going to say forgive. I'm going to say forgive. I'm going to say forgive.
And I forgive you.
I think it works better. Because either way, it's going to get him closer to perhaps actually admitting everything and doing all of what he needs. I actually broke him in pieces. Dissected. Bring it in! It worked.
And the news is still coming in on the Typhon mining scandal that has rocked the western slope town of Haven Springs, where a council meeting was the scene for shocking revelations. Local bar owner and council president Jed Lucan admitted in a tearful confession to covering up the deaths of 7 Typhon employees as their manager 12 years ago. A recent cover-up, which involved a clandestine and unpermitted explosion to thwart inspections, caused the death of Haven local Gabe Chen last month. Mr. Lucan is currently in police custody, awaiting arraignment. We will have plenty more about this developing story, including the resignation of Typhon CEO, the market impact, and what it all means for your drive time commute, coming right.
Yeah, the silence is worse. I need to get some air.
I'm assuming this is the last time I can be here. Fun.
Do I need a Charlotte Harmon portrait? I kind of think I need a Charlotte Harmon portrait. I've got some continued support for you. It never ends.
This Cass, man. That's mad. Cass. Because Cass was here.
The phrase recent
somewhere.
events is doing some work in this post. I'm so sorry I worried you all.
I do like how they have things going on when I'm not able to use the phone.
After summoning.
Ew. Oh my God. You weren't going to mention being a superhero.
All my strength and willpower.
Oh my God, how many different texts are there? That's them too. I'm doing an immediate ask all the questions on text. Interesting way of doing it.
Ducky lost for words? Amazing.
Now I owe him a new job. Yeah. About that. If you're a good audio engineer, sound engineer, maybe you're on a team. Ryan, whatever. Jessica, bro. What about Noah? Head up to the roof. Who's trying to enter? I'm like limping or something.
Hey, Steph. Alex, wait. Before you say anything, I have to get this out.
Okay.
What you did at the council meeting, it was the bravest thing I've ever seen.
I'm not gonna point out.
And it made me want to be brave too.
Should have been a bigger
So-
character before this time. I was wanting to.
Here it goes. I want to be with you.
Where's the X or B?
I
Where's
don't
that?
give a
Come on.
shit about playing music or seeing the world. I mean, I do, but only if it's with you. And if you'd rather stay here instead, then... Fuck it. I want to stay here too.
I never said I wanted to stay here. You could have kept that. Until I said what? Your ticket.
You ripped your bus ticket.
I can get another one. or not. It doesn't matter. Point is, I'm in.
But you could have kept.
For whatever you want.
You've, given me a lot to think about.
Well, good. That was the idea. You know where to find me. Good luck, Jen.
Thanks, Steph.
Steph, you gotta start finding yourself in the vicinity of people with superpowers.
All right. Just tell me.
What?
My future. What to do? The night of the Spring Fest, Steph made a strong push for leaving with her. Playing on the road, the excitement of the unknown. Of course, that was before all the shit went down. Come on, you're the know-it-all. So tell me.
Actually, I do know what you should do.
You know.
should stay in Haven.
Oh, he wants me to stay.
You really think so?
Well, his idea of
course.
him in my head.
You finally have a
wants me to stay.
home, a job, and despite what happened at the vote, people that actually care about you. Why would you give that
I mean,
up?
I think they all care about me more now that they've all
That's
found out it's
true.
real and what I was saying is right. Makes sense, but
Then again, maybe leaving would be better.
see, both of the options are coming in
What?
to my head.
You're young, you suddenly have a little money, friends, and don't you think it's time to give this music thing a real shot?
The
No, you should
stardom that I
definitely
will
leave.
instantly get to.
Fuck off. Stop it, Gabe. I don't need the mysterious spirit bullshit right now. I just need my big brother.
I'm sorry.
I know.
My ears being like popped by my headphones.
Here's something. It's 3 hours from now. A bus pulls away. You're not on it. And neither is Steph. Life goes on. You get a job working with Steph at the record store.
But I want to leave.
All those years of being a music snob finally pay off.
Don't tell me I made a decision somewhere wrong on the way.
And little by little, time does its thing. The apartment starts to feel less like a museum and more like a home.
So this is what Gabe wants. I've made all the Steph affirming choices, so I'm hoping this is just a premonition.
Thoughts of Jed,
If that, or if it's an option.
of Typhon, even of me. begin to fade into the background. The rooftop is your stage. You perform every week to a small but adoring group of fans. Maybe while you play, you wonder what could have been. Performing for more people in more cities, sharing your music with the world. Or maybe you never think about that much at all. You don't know exactly when it happens, but one day you look around and find that you have transformed this place just as much as it has transformed you. And the most extraordinary thing of all is just how normal it feels. You don't question it. You don't doubt it.
Where's that big orange?
Or wonder what might have been. It's your life. The life you fought so hard to have. And for the first time in a long time, you just live.
Thank you.
Oh, back here.
Don't mention it.
You really think I'll transform
So
Haven?
this is what he's thinking.
Of course. You already have. With your gift,
This is my
your
idea.
music, just by being you. But Alex, that doesn't mean you have to stay. You have the potential to do that anywhere you go.
Do what exactly? Become an actual musician?
It will work.
Live in a van, travel between dingy bars, hawking your SoundCloud, pouring your soul to strangers. Sounds pretty great if you ask me. The truth is,
That's a
there's no
dream.
telling what that version of your
Dream I
future
can
might be.
follow.
The only promise is the adventure. So, what do you think?
I know what I want.
No one to tell it to. The future with the memories of it. Ah, it's an interesting way of looking at it. I mean, he wasn't here anyway. What about Ryan? Oh. When was this? Two months later. I saw.
Hello, everyone. I'm Alex Chen.
They're gonna finish it off. That is gonna finish it off.
Fill your hands with grains of sand. In the rocks you'll see the
Speed up.
times that pass, the good, the bad. Your life's a life you wish you had. That I could
I'll
could be brave.
I don't want his music playing over me because it's his voice, so obviously it's gonna get mixed up. So I'm just gonna speed up.
Defeated night. I've had my fair share of losing, and I've hung on by a thread.
No, I'll just mute the music then. Alex Hit the Road, so that's actually a less common option than staying, but it's quite 50-50. Forgiving Jed, that's actually quite common. It's much more common than I thought. I think everyone had the same idea as me with it being a strategic choice. Claims she learned not to fear the meaning of harm or didn't learn anything. Some members, everyone, gotta be real with that because you have to make the right choices with everyone, or none. 5%. That's mad. Good thing you can, have that like getting into Jed's head thing. Wanted to play music in the future, belong somewhere, or help my. That's very rare. It sounded more like the thing of like the future. You know what I mean? She wasn't helping people. I was complaining about that. Didn't sit on the bed. Weird thing to be an option. Didn't see Ryan after the vote. You can also forgive him. Wasn't ready to forgive. Or he was standing by you anyway. Charlotte turned her back on us. Eleanor offered to get Alex help. 50-50 four-siding with us as well. Eleanor. Plate-sided W. Ducky remain loyal to Jed L. Ryan believed Jed L. Ryan and Alex don't get together. Yeah, because it was Steph and Alex leave Haven together. Okay. There we go. There we go. So that is it. Right, let's go into it then. Let's start with the issues that I have. So I'll give the final percentage. I'll put it on the tier list as well after this. Final percentage, I'm going to say 60%. It's now closer to being a game I like than a game I don't like, which is what it was before. I didn't really like it. But it's still miles off of being anything close to an enthralling experience for a Life is Strange game. I mean, I'll go through every department. Let's see. So gameplay, nothing really to have an issue with there, except for the power. I guess that's separate, so we'll just not go into that yet. Gameplay was fine. I mean, it's just gameplay. You go around and click on stuff and do your options, and you choose your options. Gameplay was as it should be. In fact, there were some more fun sections with like the lab thing and everything. Story. That's a long one. I'll go do that last. The power, which I guess is an element of the story. I still think it's really sort of an underwhelming power that's a sort of a curse. Like, it causes issues very much more often to me than it does to the other people who I'm trying to help. And not only that, but there's not much helping that actually gets done in the game, which I was complaining about, is that you know, in the other games, this power might have been sort of tried to be kept under wraps, but it was still used to help people. And in this game, it felt like more. It was really only used for the plot and for funny moments of interactions. The setting I can't really knock, except for the fact that it's very much only here that you be. Like, it's literally this one map, I guess is what you could call it, is that you're in for the entire game, except for when you're in like the end of the game, Bart and the thing. It's like it doesn't feel as big of a place because you're never even in the outskirts of this town. I mean, in Life is Strange 1, you'd be in the dorms in the actual school building. You'd be out at the junkyard. You'd be down at the diner. You'd be at Chloe's house. You'd be at all these different places. You'd be at the beach. You know what I mean? Like it might have been one town, but it was a lot more expansive of an area. It felt more like a realistic thing. The music, I feel like the licensed music choices fell completely flat. Like there wasn't. I feel like there was no more music here that amplified emotions. It didn't feel like you were in this idea of a Life is Strange game the same way that they have with Life is Strange 1 and 2 and Before the Storm. With the type of licensed music they were using, even though it was similar tangentially, it was like similar genres and stuff like that. Stuff in Life is Strange 1, when they used the licensed music, made very special moments. I think that was due to it being part of like montages and stuff like this. Which I guess, like with the Life is Strange 1, when you'd have music playing, it would always be some changing time, but in this game they just sort of play it when you're looking at something nice. It didn't work. They overused it, and it wasn't as good and unique as the music they used in the other Life is Strange games. Alex as a protagonist was okay, but I feel like a lot of her character was based on things that had happened before the events of the game. For a lot of it, you'd never really get lost in a character because a lot of it isn't known. And that's cool when you're a secondary character, such as the way Chloe is in Life is Strange 1. But when you're the main character, I don't think it works nearly as well. Yeah, well, the licensed music thing I said, where they're saying it's looking at something nice, leads into the next thing, which is I think that the idea that this is supposed to be like a film or a TV show was ignored in this game. Realistically, it wasn't paced with a good episodic structure. Like you'd have, I mean, episode 1 was a few hours, episode 2 was shorter, 3 was shorter, and then 4 was shorter than that, and then this was longer. For things that felt like they should be longer. There was a lot of pointlessness to the game. There was a lot of stuff that simply didn't need to happen. And like, it's cool that you're trying to make it feel more immersive with like, oh, you can do the LARP and you can do the Spring Festival, and that was sort of more helpful than the LARP, I guess. But the LARP was a whole episode basically of nothing. It didn't feel like it needed to be there at all. Not to mention that instead of being halfway through the game when the LARP happens, you're actually more than like 70% of the way through the game, which made these last 2 chapters go by really fast, which are my favourite chapters because it's the ones that feel most like old Life is Strange game, because the character moments of interactions between like even people like Steph and Alex and stuff like this were much better than the rest of the game. They were nowhere near on par with the other Life is Strange games. I just don't find the way that these characters were brought into the game very interesting, as much as I did in a different Life is Strange game. like Steph is. It's cool that Steph is here from the other game. And it's cool that she's like a character who isn't just harkening back to the old game and all stuff like this. Because why would you? It makes no sense. But still, like in that essence, she still doesn't. I don't think. Well, I think she's probably one of the most, if not the most, developed character in the game. Because we hear a lot of the memories that actually build sort of a between line between Before the Storm and this. But nowhere near enough that I could care that much more. Yeah, so the music carried no impact, and when I don't know if I actually said this, but like, given that it was trying to be like a TV show or movie, the actual cinematography, the sort of like choices of shots and stuff like this didn't feel anywhere near as unique. You know, in Life is Strange 1, I feel like there was a lot of thought put into that. When you'd have these montages with music playing, where the music was well chosen, you'd have the camera sort of pointing at nature in beautiful ways and showing this great location and how beautiful it is. But in this game, you just sort of had the quiet moments where it's an option to go and stand and look at the environments. But the environments have no meaning to me if they're not like part of the story. Like in Before the Storm, you have the music playing in your earbuds on the train. The train's moving. It's an idea of getting away from it all, as much as it's an idea of look at how the birds are flying along with the train. You know what I mean? You don't get that here because it's just you're supposed to project your own emotions onto this game, which I don't think works when there's so many range of different people playing it. Yeah, the actual story pacing, I can't actually forgive. It was all over the place. Some things took way too long. Some things were really fast for no reason. Like the LARP was a whole hour of gameplay or something. But then the Spring Festival, which is like something that actually happens every year, was a 10-minute sequence where I went down the road and talked to Riley. And I know I could have done other things, but that's another problem I have with the game, is that it's too open. It's like everything is optional. And I can do it for whatever reason. When there's not interesting things you're finding out about people by doing it, it's just like, you go and do it, why not? I can go into my apartment in any episode and go upstairs and look at the plant pot. You know what I mean? Like, it's not enthralling, and maybe the game isn't for me, you know what I mean? But the other two are very much for me. Like, these are some of the games that got me into these story games and got me into the style of games I look for and play now. And this would have not done that. If I'd have played this, I probably would have avoided the other Life is Strange games that were so good, the other Walking Dead games I played, which are some of my favourites I've ever played. So I think it's just sort of profoundly disappointing that this game didn't live up to the other Life is Stranges for me. And I get that it, as I say, it might be for other people, but I feel like it should be equally for the people who have played the other Life is Strange games, and I'm sure it is for a lot of people as well. I'm sure that people love this game who've played Life is Strange 1. But I don't know, it just misses out on something in terms of how characters are used in this game, how the vibe of the game is just generally done. But worst of all is the single setting that never changes, that has just optional things all around the place. As if the other Life is Strange games weren't excellent in the way they handle linear games. Dontnod made Life is Strange 2, and it took a year, but it was a journey between two places, and these environments were more realised than this town. In terms of, you go even into the petrol station at the start of the game, the first sort of building that you can actually really explore that's not your house, which was already like packed to the brim with backstory, and not just like a thing you could click on and say, oh, I like that. And you go to that petrol station and there's all sorts of things talking about the story, not before the story and not after it, things that complement what was going on in the game, but it still felt realistic, it still felt like it made sense. And then Life is Strange 1, while the entire point of the story might be really unrealistic, I mean all of them are, they have superpowers, but I guess Life is Strange 2 or this one, or probably Before the Storm, are the most realistic game. But I don't want that. I want a game that is a journey. I don't want a simulator of living in the mountains. You know what I mean? I don't want a simulator of the summer where everything went wrong, but like nothing actually goes wrong really that much, and it's like resolved quickly and everything. And the evil company thing really overdone, and it really made everything feel a lot less perilous. Like a lot of these choice games, like Walking Dead is the obvious example, is from the outset of the very first scene, the very first episode, the very first season, to the final episode's final scene, you know that anyone could die at any point. Anything could happen, really. And this game, as much as I know I've already like seen it, but from when I first started this, I knew that it wasn't going to be the type of game where they kill off any of the main characters. Simply because they already prefaced the game with, in the marketing, your brother's died and you have to find out what's going to happen. That just already sounded like a boring premise. A murder mystery. And that seems like what they're doing in the new one, which I hope is good. But just because you're Max doesn't mean it's going to be good. It just means I'm going to feel like I'd rather be playing Life is Strange 1. And I really hope it isn't like that, and I hope it's a good game. But at least it feels a bit more active, let's put it that way, from what I've seen of the trailers. But I don't want to fool myself until I play it. Is murder mystery, that's cool and all, but they spent half the game not finding out the mystery of the murder. Like Life is Strange 1, I guess the point of Life is Strange 1 is that there's always a goal that's related to something more than the big bad. You know, there's the goal of you have the power. Oh, gamepad disconnected. I'm gonna just keep the music on, so there. Yeah, there's always a goal if you have the power, trying to find out what the limits are, and then by the time that's about to finish, you get brought into this big bad mystery, which obviously goes its own way, and you find out more about the power and everything. But it feels a lot more natural, even though the power's a lot more obviously fake. Like rewinding time doesn't happen. Knowing how someone's feeling, bit better of a realistic emotion power that you can have there. Same with lifting things with your mind. Well, yeah, no, you can't lift things with your mind. A gun, like, will replace that. So what I'm my final point here basically is that this game, it feels like a supplementary game rather than Life is Strange 3, which is what it's trying to be. But it feels like something that would set up another game that actually had things going on, that actually occurred about. But I really can't bring myself to do it with this game itself, because nothing the game gave me a reason to. like, it was only by the end that you find out even the worst things that happened to anyone in the game. And at that point, it's over. What's the point? What is the point? Life is Strange 2 gives characters motivation right at the start with the whole, you know, the whole Daniel starts the explosion and everything. Same with Life is Strange 1. We see Chloe again, you know who that is. At least Max does. Knows what happened last time that they met. But then, in the case of this game, yes, your brother gets killed at the start, but that's at the end of episode 1, mind you. At the end of episode 1. Not like right at the start, or like a few minutes, about 25 minutes in, like it was in Life is Strange 2. No, right at the start. Right at the end of episode 1. So already there's one episode wasted, basically. Finding out things I don't need to know that will already, like, be affected by the game. Like, it feels like they just... I don't know, that a lot of this game gives me the idea that they wanted to make a game that is the LARP game, but actually like a proper game that's that, or a game that's where you build a town or something. Because they spent so little time actually developing the story of this, and just for the story to be more bland than the other Life is Strange games, that I can't honestly see what they were up to. But this matters less when I put it on the tier list, which I'm about to do. So stay tuned. So here we are with the tier list that's been developing over the years. Must be over a year old now, maybe even 2. To rank Life is Strange True Colors. One thing I also didn't mention, which might be worth mentioning, is that Life is Strange True Colors is a full-priced £50 game. It's 10 hours long, I saw. It's got one map, as I was mentioning. Life is Strange 2 is £25 for the full game. You get 3-hour-long episodes, but set in different locations, and what I think to be a much better game, generally. Life is Strange 1, you get the remaster for £25. Before that, it was £15 for the base game, which works just the same. Before the Storm, 20 quid. Remaster, same price, I don't know, something like that. Again, a game I think is better. It's shorter, mind you. Life is Strange 1 is about as long as Life is Strange 2 Colors. But the price consideration, well, I'm not going to bring it in that much because some of these games were free, which would make them instantly like S+, because like, oh my god, they're free and they're this good. Compared to like, I don't know. Say Undertale Yellow was free, but it's that good. But then like, oh, games like Red Dead 2, much better than Undertale Yellow, but probably go below it because it's, you know, because it's free. So anyway, the actual ranking here that would take place is, I go up, so I go like, oh, it's better than this, better than that. So it's definitely better than Man of the Dan, because Man of the Dan just sort of fell flat as like a general choice experience. It just wasn't, like, I liked it when I played it, but like, definitely never playing it again, and it's definitely not something I remember much about. It's just a very forgettable nothing. And it's not got a unique spin on anything. Walking Dead Michonne, same. Honestly, I would put it there, but I think I'm going to put it above Season 3 Walking Dead slightly, because Season 3 Walking Dead, overall, I'm just not very happy with. I mean, I don't think many people are. It just sort of turned Walking Dead, which was a serious sort of sad thing, into a cheesy action game, which I just really was disappointed by. It's not the amazing experience. I can tell you that right now. But I might be doing some refactoring. The refactoring is I want to put Unforgettable. I want to bring these up to Unforgettable. Because it feels I've not forgot those, so I'll just bring them up. However, Life is Strange, True Colors, I'm going to bring up to Great Time above Walking Dead. I would honestly, the final cutscene of the DLC episode from Before the Storm, with the music and everything, embodies Life is Strange. It was the best scene in probably one of the best scenes in the series. Definitely best scene in the game. Was that ending? I would rather get a single scene of that caliber than an entire other game that was Life is Strange True Colors. It really didn't hit the same. I'll just put it that way. So there's my general idea. I'd rather play Untitled Goose Game. That's the truth, because it's actually good at what it is. It's just not it's not amazing. It's not unforgettable. Peek the same idea. But I might bring Wolf Among Us down because I wouldn't call it amazing. I just would call it less disappointing than these games because I wasn't going into it with any big expectations. Also, the grid's got messed up, so I'll fix that eventually. But yeah, the grid's got messed up. But there you are. I think that's my removed tier list for now, which brings Portal 2 stays up here, Undertale and all these Walking Deads, Night in the Woods, Life is Strange, Unforgettable, which is definitely true. Then amazing experience for all these, but I do occasionally forget about a lot of these. I definitely won't remember everything that happened in Life is Strange Before the Storm. Undertale Yellow was good, but again, it must be below Undertale because of Undertale's ideas. Life is Strange 1, I liked. I'm definitely starting to like it a lot more than it did. Because I used to thought, compared to Life is Strange 2, there's no competition, but now it's closer. Especially given that we have a common enemy now, I guess. These Walking Deads are just, as I said, they just made it into a cheesy action game that I don't really appreciate. These two are good at what they do, but again, not amazing. I'm indifferent to this game, but I wouldn't play it again. Wolf Among Us is definitely not an amazing experience on the caliber that Life is Strange is. It's definitely more down here with these. And this, as sad as I am to say, it was not it for me. It was a great time, I guess is the way you could put it, but it wasn't it. It really wasn't. It didn't hit the way that I wanted it to, and I'm very upset, and I hope the new one can, because it'll be on here very soon. But I'm not holding out hope, given it's the same developers who made this game, who made the Expanse game, which wasn't fine work in my experience. And then Before the Storm was basically it was Deck 9, but also Don't Nod was like a very good benefactor to this game compared to this, I guess. They're completely working on a different thing, which I'm not really excited for, called Lost Records. It just does. It looks like it would be another one of these, to be honest. I really don't like the direction these choice games are going in. Full price £50 game, and it's by far, I think, the worst Life is Strange game, by a country mile. I think a lot of the stuff it tries to do to be a Life is Strange game fall immensely flat, and it's really upsetting. The only reason it's even not on the yellow or green coloured tier is simply because of them last 2 episodes, which really could have been 1 episode, but they were scared of making 4 episodes, I guess the thing, even though the best game on here has 4 episodes. But that's how it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. Them's the breaks. Yeah, I'll be back with something before Double Exposure comes out, which I will play on the channel. I don't know what that will be yet, but I'm hoping it'll be something that can at least get me A tier or high B tier compared to what I've just played. Because in all other aspects, Life is Strange True Colors is a good game. But in the aspect that I was trying to see, which is Life is Strange, is it a good Life is Strange game? Certainly not. It is not. It's undeniably a table of all of these other Life is Strange games I've played. Before the Storm, I know it gets flack because it's like edgy or whatever. That's what Life is Strange is. I think people fail to admit it, but even though I'm not like that myself, that's what Life is Strange is, and I love it for it. Life is Strange 2 tried, I guess, to not be that, but I mean, it wasn't even out when Before the Storm was getting all the flack compared to Life is Strange 1, which was also like really edgy in that department. That's the way it is. But they played it way too safe, way too sterilized with True Colors. Everything felt under, and also it gave me my only crash in the Life is Strange series, so I have to mark it down for that. But there we go. Because I've been going on now since for a good like 30-ish minutes since the game ended. I don't know, but I mean, I've wanted to get this out for a while, finish out Life is Strange as a franchise on the channel until the new one comes out. So upcoming games I'd like to play on the channel. There is the new Night in the Woods developer game. I can't remember what it's called, but it's sort of like it looks a bit like Night in the Woods. Obviously, new Life is Strange. The new not the new Walking Dead. I hope the new Wolf Among Us. It looks cool, I guess, but like, I'm not playing it. I don't like, as you can see here, it's on a B tier. It's a great time. It's not something I would look out for the thing to. I think I'm being really nice as well with this. Honestly, I would probably delete the great time tier and move up completely indifferent, move up regret playing, because these are games I am indifferent to, I'm not gonna lie. And these are games that it's not the game I regret playing, but I guess wouldn't play again would be the better thing to call it. So yeah, the new thing from like the Night in Woods, the new Life is Strange, Wolf Among Us 2, I'm not gonna play it. They're gonna announce the new Dark Pictures game soon. It's Directive 2080 or something, 8020 or 5020, I don't know, something like that, 5080 or something. Then there's a new Tarsier Studios game. There's the new actual Little Nightmares game, which is not by Tarsier Studios. There's the new Play Dead game. There are 3 games in the same genre I'll probably have a look at. And I also have ideas for other little games. Obviously, there's that horror game one-off that I did, 50 Floors, which wasn't actually that scary, but it was a cool idea, I guess. But obviously, I'll try more scary ones. There's a Resi 9, which is being made, or is finished, or whatever, I don't know, somewhere along the line. New Resi remakes, obviously, check them out. But there we are. That was your yearly dose of this channel. I mean, you get Undertale Yellow at the end of the year, which I loved. And then you get Life is Strange, Before the Storm, and True Colors here in summer. I'll see if I can get something else out within the next month, but probably not. And then there's the new Life is Strange, which I'll play on the channel. Oh, there we go. Time immemorial has said that I should probably end this now, because it's coming up on 2 hours, so that'll be 3 hours recording. So yeah, that's been it. I've been Zwaxerf. This has been Life is Strange True Colors, and goodbye.